In the Broncos playbook, do you have a gun-tight offensive scheme that you like to run?
Oh, for sure.
All right, so we'll go over to it. We're in the Broncos playbook. That's what we'll be featuring tonight. Got a lot of good plays coming out of here. We've given away some free schemes. Anything you like to do when you call this Snugs formation? Any packages, any subs, anything to look out for?
Yeah, I like to make sure that I have a big receiver on your far right receiver. He's typically going to run a corner pattern that gets extremely open, so you want him to be like a big body guy. On the left, your inside slot guy, who's your best drag guy? So whoever the inside left slot is, best drag guy.
Hayward Bay, maybe.
Your far left,
Speedster.
I need him. Far left, I need, inside right, 84. I need that to be my best route runner.
So AB.
Yep.
Got it.
And far left is your second best.
Whoever's left over.
Yep.
Okay. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Yep.
So you have the gun Snugs formation.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is a very popular formation in many playbooks.
Yep.
Let's just run through some of the plays we could run,
yep,
and then we'll go over your favorite three or so.
Sure. So you're gonna go over all the plays you could run. And then
Yeah.
do you want the scheme first, or do you want to? What do you want?
Show us like every play what you might do, and then we'll do the scheme out of the three.
So go down.
Okay.
We're gonna start with the Jets the Jets like flood. I think it's good. Is it keep going down?
It's not curl weak flood.
No, keep going. Slot post. Okay, oldie but a goodie. That's a play that was in the Jets playbook. That's
okay.
Jet slot post. So slot post.
Okay.
So that's the play that we take a look at for like our drive starter. This is the play we would want to come out.
You mostly come out in jet slot post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. So if you're in the Broncos playbook, jet slot post, here's what it looks like.
Yep.
And you run it stock.
So the adjustments you make on it, you can leave. Certainly, you can leave Y on that bend, and every now and then you want to leave him on that route because it changes the depth that he runs. But I like to, as a quick read, give me a drag to Y.
Okay.
But again, that's a really good route.
Yeah. Looks interesting.
But you want the drag, and then on the backside you want to put X. You want to put him on an in. You could put him on an in, and then you motion snap this, or on that motion you just snap it. So you could snap here. This is one setup.
Okay. Or
the other would be to put him on a slant and do the skimbo.
Okay.
You do the delayed skimbo.
So this would be a regular.
Yeah, so now you'd also want to block your halfback so he doesn't release like that.
Okay.
So block your halfback.
So drag to Y.
In X.
In X, block your halfback.
Yep.
3 quick adjustments.
And what people like about this setup here is you have the quick read to Y, you have another quick read to X, and then on top of both of those routes, you have the deep cross to Antonio Brown. So I'll show you here. Like say if I'm on this receiver right here, or this defender here, and I clamp down and I want to take away the drag because I know you can throw it.
Yep.
Yeah, you do the delayed skimbo slant. So let him get out there and then snap. So now delayed skimbo slant. Go here, and I got to go back to A. Now you got the delayed skimbo slant, and now also if you get this cover 2, right, in the seam here, you could throw the quick to A, quick high point. You also, once B gets inside of the soft squat, you can deliver that ball downfield. So that's like a safety route for you.
Okay.
But so this is bringing a lot of pressure here. Your typical.
So I'm looking just for the quick route.
You got A, you got the drag. So I'm going to go here. You could throw that right to A. You can see how it's a quick throw, especially against these cover 2s.
Okay. So that's a good setup, jet slot post. Make sure to check that play out, but we'll keep going through this Broncos gun Snugs. So you have a halfback draw, which is a run some people like to call.
Sure. It was more the meta in Draft Champions and Madden Classic.
Yeah, early if people are blitzing and dropping their other side, then you want to run it to the side where they're dropping guys because it is pass blocking, so they'll drop off.
Yep. Wide receiver crosses.
You like this play?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So go to the wide receiver crosses. So we're going to come out on that again. Wide receiver crosses. What I want you to do here is streak B.
Okay.
Now you could again leave Rodgers. You could snap throw this, and you got a double mesh, and then you're changing a deep post over to X. So see how X gets a different spot. But primarily, you can do that as a quick read. But primarily, what you really want to do is you want to motion him out, but snap it before he sets because you want him to run his route clean. So snap it. So see how he's going to run it out, get out there. He's not going to be delayed, but he gets to a different depth that is hard to defend on that side. You had the slot post that gets that depth going right to left. Now you have wide receiver cross that's going left to right. And what's really hard now, say if I play a standard cover 2, just no pressure.
Yeah,
you're good.
Maybe.
Now when you, so that's a route that I played coverage.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is if you don't snap it now, right, and I play a cover 2. Like if I played cover 2, because what ends up happening is I want to play cover 2 and play hard flats, take away these crossing patterns because they're really difficult to stop, right? Hard flats, you're going to look for X. Think of last year's gun split close to Tweezy, like the late post that would get over that area of the right side of the field.
Yeah. So you leave it, you leave it, and then you throw it when he gets to like the 50-yard line.
Correct.
On the right side.
Yeah, and this is against like coverage.
You throw it like
coverage. So now he gets,
if I could have waited right there, and then I know exactly where you want to drop it.
And that's the spot that
Let me hit that.
Really
Let me hit that. That's good.
Yeah. So here, it's more of a coverage setup. You need time in the pocket, and you need to know that like. The time when you don't snap it, like you don't throw it over the middle, you throw it like when I'm here and I commit to those guys. That's the guy that gets open.
Yeah.
That's the one that gets open. And that's really difficult to defend when you're trying to defend all the drags.
Huge.
In the streak to Bryant, he pulls that deep. He pulls that vertical.
Right.
Now the other thing off of this as well, you really want to stress how important it is to hit Y and A.
A lot.
Like you hit them, you hit them so much that they're worried, like they're so frustrated by it that it opens up the deep post.
They call a hard flat, they mix it in. I like that. Broncos playbook. We just went over 2 plays.
Really good in the red zone too. That's the high point ball in the back of the end zone to X.
Yep. 2 good plays right there. Jet slot post or slot post, and then wide receiver crosses. And then you have bench if you want to get the ball out real fast. We talked about the halfback draw.
Yep.
Got some play action blocking. Broncos seams, maybe get some verticals in there.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So here's what I want you to do. I want you to first come out in bench.
Okay.
So what I like about bench, and this is here, is you can run somewhat similar to a jumbo heavy scheme, at least the most effective play from it. So put Rodgers and Bryant on flats. Right, and now you create that dilemma where you can throw those corner patterns.
Yes.
That everyone loves.
Do you motion him or no?
Don't motion anybody. You can't motion Bell out of the backfield. Gotcha. So this just gives you an easy read. Like if you just get a standard defense and you're trying to make a read.
Yeah, you're trying to use her. I know I can basically like quick chuck to AB potentially.
Right. I'm also in dollars, so I can work out. But you don't typically get that. But if you got this pressure look here, and I'm here. Snap of the ball, you can see, I went here, so now just go to the opposite.
Right.
So that's what's one good thing there.
Look at the difference between Antonio Brown's route and
because of the route
Ladarius. So look at that. His route on the left is almost like in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Where AB's cuts so nice.
Like a dragon.
So nice.
It's like a dragon. And you can see AB on that side now. His route actually looks like a real corner.
Extends, a little crispier.
So there's just, I wanted to show that and then reset the play. Don't forget, in the beginning of the year, the way we ran the bench was to run the quick little outs, these little speed outs. Even against cover 2, there's space to throw them. So a snap of the ball, even against that, if you get it out quick and you have a good guy with good catch in traffic, that's a very hard play to stop. But your read has to be quick. You have to get it out there. Watch out for hard flats. So that's another way. Now, you want to go into a quick audible, or you want to go back out to the menu and show you the next plays?
What do we got?
You got a quick audible to the right.
Okay, so you come out in those 2 plays. Those are kind of what you work with. You come out in these 3 we showed. Your quick audibles are stick, quick base, Bronco seams, and slot cross.
Yeah. So go to Bronco seams.
Okay, so we'll go to Bronco seams. We'll show you these 3 plays. We'll pick them from the menu just so that people can see what they look like. But it's a quick base, stick, Bronco seams, and then PA slot cross. So we'll show you what they look like so you can get an idea.
Go to Bronco slot cross.
But remember, these plays you don't want to come out in.
Because they're audibles.
Yeah, the slot cross, you don't want to come out in that. You would want to come out either in the draw if you wanted to run, or probably either the two previous plays we showed, slot post or wide receiver cross. But that's the one on the bottom. PA slot cross is what the play action is. The Bronco seams is your quick audible to the right. So if you're new, press X, go down, find the play Bronco seams, and then you have stick up at the top. So you want to look at slot cross, or you wanted to look at?
No, I wanted to look at Bronco
seams.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So Bronco seams, and so what's good about Bronco seams, why people like it so much, is if you put X, you put them on an in, you put them on a drag, whatever you want to do with them. But the route to Y is like you could flat Rodgers, right? And now you get that same read that we had from the bench.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you get the right side of the field is made to attack the cover 2 busters.
Right.
Right. So if I were to play this right here, this blitz that everyone likes to run, right? The DB fire, send 6, sit here. You got a quick read right to A. I mean, you've been seeing that nonstop, and the fact that this isn't play action, you can get the ball out that much quicker. Because some of the plays from gun tight are play action, so that's hard to throw. And then that corner route is a really good corner pattern, especially if you were to play man, right? If you don't see a ton of man, but if you were to get man, you got one route that you can feel confident with a good route runner there. You got
especially if you say you had flipped AB, whatever. You know.
You got AB over there, yeah. So you got to feel pretty good that AB is going to win that battle against that corner when he gets to the sideline there. Didn't win that battle, but I mean that's the idea of it there. You also have a corner off of it. You could put a flat, you could put a zig on next to it to Rogers. You could put a drag, an out to try and open up that corner route on the sideline. So that's play is a big time staple play of this Broncos playbook.
I like that play right there, a little seam throw. You see that animation a lot that we just got right there, even though it's AB and he's short.
Yep.
As long as you get a good throw.
Yep.
Any of the quick audibles you utilize, or you just kind of mix in those four?
Slot cross. The next one is a slot cross. Right. A slot cross. This is probably the play that I would say probably makes kind of the whole scheme work because it's your big play potential. And the one problem I would say with it is like there's such a big tell that you know where it's coming from because the halfback, wherever the halfback is, whatever side the halfback's on, that's the side that everyone's getting prepped for to stop the deep corner pattern. So basically the way this works is you kind of do the same hot routes that you did with our first setup. You put Y on a drag, you block the halfback as you did, Y on a drag, you put X on an in, or you put him on the slant. And what ends up happening is the corner to Bryant just gets wide open, and it's a huge play, big time play. So here, I got to worry about this guy, and then you can see, opens up as a huge, tremendous, wide open corner pattern.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was easy, too. We didn't really have to do anything.
But the problem becomes, like, when it's, like, it's 3rd and 15.
Yeah.
People kind of anticipate what's happening.
Right.
So if you were to just be kind of, hold on, let me go, hold on.
So they adjust to it, or?
Yeah, let me just try something like this. Go ahead, let me see if that will get there in time. Whether it's the pressure or not the pressure, but see how the cloud flat, oh no, you didn't get there. I mean, you could man them up. That's the other option. Like let me see, hold on. So here, okay, go. So if I man him up, take him away there, now there's a guy on him. Like, see, so
yeah,
there's ways to slow it down, especially with you when you have not.
But that's where people go.
But that's where people go. That's what they want to do. And then don't forget how effective. What I like about it is you have the same route combination to Rogers and Green.
Right.
Off of the first play.
Right.
So like this slot cross play and then the slot post. They work beautifully off each other. Beautifully.
Yeah, because say you motion this guy out and they get all nervous about, obviously you want the delay, but that's going to happen. Then you have the right side getting open.
Right.
And then sometimes you have this green route delayed across the whole field rather than it going to Bryant if they were to man him. There's a lot of mind games in this one.
A lot of mind games.
A lot of mind games.
So that's the one bad thing, though, is you know where
what it is.
You know which side the corner's going to.
Yeah.
It'd be much better if you had another deep. Like, so you have a corner of another play, but it doesn't work as effectively, the deep corner.
Cool.
So.
And then you like this base, or you like the draw, or just base is pretty rock solid?
Very good. It's a very good run, especially the way you can pass the ball with this formation. The Broncos book is just a really good playbook, a really balanced passing offensive playbook.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Even with, I would say, the gun doubles becoming less potent.
Yeah.
I still think that there's a lot here.
Best gun bunch in the game.
One of the best gun bunches.
In terms of audibles.
You have gun ace, which you can do a lot from if you just want to play balanced style. You have the Y trips halfback weak, which actually has some pretty nice plays in it.
The trips open's fantastic too.
Yeah.
With the wide receiver fork.
Yep, great
the
play.
Trio.
You got that trio that we've shown you in previous
videos. You got the best
videos.
red zone play in the game from tight U slot, and I don't understand why no one uses it.
Drag in.
The drag in. It's the best red zone play in the game, and I don't see enough people using it.
Do more. All right. That is a Gun Snugs breakdown, a little mini scheme here on This Week in Madden. Show 224 live on Twitch. Good breakdown right there. Let's